Good morning. So nice to see you on an absolutely stellar day here in the Tennessee Valley. And if you or someone you know is newly engaged, planning a wedding, you are in luck, because coming up in just a couple of weeks, Grandview atop Lookout Mountain, you know it quite well, is having a wedding event, and you're invited for the fun. So let's go ahead and introduce to you Rachel Robinson and Brianna Lingerfelt, who are very proud of where they work at Grandview, and they want you to come and see the beauty of it. Good to see you both.
Thank you. Good to be here.
You were saying, Rachel, that you're so excited to be able to share this with people because Grandview is a little bit unique. It's hidden away up there on top of the mountain, but it's not the barn wedding. This is, as you call it, a Great Gatsby venue.
Absolutely. It's not often that you get a gorgeous, intimate venue in a 1930s mansion with the views of the Chattanooga Valley. It's just, it's so unique and beautiful and timeless to me, and it's definitely a venue that everyone should at least come by and check out.
I think when you mention the word intimate, that's a really good word to pause on for a minute, because not everybody wants to have a huge guest list. So if you're only going to have, let's say, 100 to 130 people, if you're in a vast space, it can seem kind of lost. Y'all specialize in that size, right, Brianna?
Absolutely. So our max capacity is 150 people, and we have this secluded romantic courtyard where you can have your ceremony, and then we have this beautiful grand terrace that overlooks the Chattanooga Valley where you can have your reception and get those beautiful views for the rest of the night.
You mentioned the 1930s mansion, so my mind is going, I've never been inside Grandview. I mean, I've passed it plenty of times, but I've never been inside. So is it done, though, where you can utilize the different rooms that are in there and make it feel kind of like home?
Absolutely. So it's going to be two levels for you, and on the main level we have the oak room, which has cathedral ceilings where you're going to put your buffet. We have the stone room where we can put food in there, or a lot of times that's where one of the spouses will get ready. It has a nice bar, overlooks the Chattanooga Valley. Upstairs, we call it just kind of a master suite. So you're going to get two rooms up there, your bridal suite, and just another room to get ready in. Up there we have makeup bars. We have a wine and champagne bar that you can rent. And so it really does just become two different places. One spouse up top, one spouse on the bottom. You've got your own space.
It's also very easy to access, I think, because when you're going up the mountain, it's just right there. When you get to the top of Ox Highway, it's just there you are. So for your guests coming in who might not live here, it's easy enough for them to find.
Absolutely. As soon as you get to the top of the mountain, if you know where Rock City is, you can find Grandview. We are located next door with a lot of those same views.
Okay, so let's talk about the event on September 16th. Y'all are working very hard and furiously to make it fun for people. So Brianna, what are they going to find when they get there, and should couples come, or is it more just for the bride?
So you can bring your spouse, you can bring your mom, your grandma, bring everyone, because there is something for everyone. So when you arrive, you'll be greeted by me or Rachel, and you will walk around the venue, and we'll have about 20 local vendors there to showcase everything that they can do to make your event unique. So we'll have, signage vendors, calligraphy vendors, we'll have decor vendors, and we'll also be serving beef Wellington and Tuscan chicken, and then they'll get to go out to the grand terrace, which will be fully decorated as if it were a real wedding, and it will be absolutely beautiful. And then we will have the courtyard set up as kind of the reception after party area.
So when you mention the food, the beef Wellington and the Tuscan chicken, part of what y'all also do is you want it to be accessible for your brides and grooms coming in, so they can kind of a la carte the service. Is that a fair way to say it?
Absolutely. It's easy to go around and tour different venues, but when you come up to this event we have going on, you'll get to actually experience what it would be like for you and your guests to be there, taste some of our food. We do offer in-house catering, but you're welcome to bring your own. But just to kind of see what it would be like and taste it and feel it, dance the night away with a DJ. Your tickets include drinks. I mean, it's really an amazing thing.
Because weddings are very complex. I can say that from recent experience. And what you think you're going to need when you first get engaged and what you find 6 months in that you might want to have, it can shift and change. So you allow people at Grandview, they can take just the space and rent that. They can, and with it comes the table and chairs. That's worth pointing out, I think.
It does.
If they want to use your catering services, they can. You have the full arsenal, and they can add on as they wish. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we can, provide your catering, bar services, staffing. We can coordinate your event, fully to where all you have to do is show up. You just work with me and you show up that day and just enjoy your event. Or we can provide that space and you can be the planner.
Can you imagine any prettier place to be mid-September than right there atop Lookout Mountain looking over off that grand terrace as fall begins to emerge?
gonna be amazing.
Beautiful. So it's September 16th from 5 until 9. They are simply asking that they have all of their reservations in by the 14th because just like a wedding, you don't want anyone to come and bust up the party. So you can email Brianna at crockcity.com because of course they've been affiliated for years, the Rock City component. You can also find out more on their website, meet@grandview.com. And you can call them too, 706-820-7920. I bet y'all never call in sick to work because your view is so pretty.
Never.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.